Hello everybody, and welcome to the P4A 3.0 presentation video. Well, P4A is a PHP 5 framework that will allow you to build event-driven, stateful web applications with ease. So we're going to take a look at what P4A is, just browsing our sample application, which is bundled with P4A 3 package, and taking an overview on the source code. So let's start launching the application. We have a login mask. We're gonna type the sample data P4A to login, hit the go button, and we have a mask here managing some products. We have an ID, a model, brand taken from another table on the database, a date field which has a nice calendar, a picture field, prices which are numerical fields, and some rich text area. So we can see that we have a menu here. The products element is the one we are navigating right now. We have some support tables which are categories, managing the categories table, brands, and we can also change the language of the application from English to Italian, which is just a sample, or simply going back. So within the products, we can see that we can download files or preview, which is another mask, and we can also search within the table. We can try searching for 2, and we can see that we have found the sample model 2, or reset the search field. Okay, we can now take a look at the source code. We have I forgot that we also have some tooltips. So the interface, also if it's quite simple, is quite complete and feature rich. So we're gonna take a look at the source code. So I can tell you that the source code of the application is less than 600 of lines of code. So we just have an we just have an index.php file which actually defines some configuration like the DSN, the configuration for the database, the locale, required P4A, and just launch the application. We can now step in. We have the main file for our application, which is called products catalog, extending the main P4A class, and within this file we just have a constructor. We create the menu, we add items to the menu. You can see which that we have this kind of syntax that we call chainability. We build some DB source, loading data from the database, the brands table, the categories table. We have here calling the login mask, and some interceptor for clicks events. We can now switch to the brands and categories files, which are quite simple and are actually equals. We have a constructor, we have a source, the toolbar. You can see how easy it is to add a toolbar to your mask, building a table to display the data, setting some fields as required, changing the labels of columns of the table or whatever, building a field set, adding 3 fields to the field set, and anchoring data. So all the code to manage the brands mask is all within 83 lines of code. We can just try some feature which as example saving without mandatory data, and we have field validation. We have the table with feature-rich ordering or navigation here on the toolbar, navigating between the pages of data, and so on. But let's go to the products mask, which is the more complex one. We have the constructor here, which has a DB source, taking data from the table, from the products table, with some joins. You can see how easy it is to add a join. Managing orders. We tell the system that we want to navigate to the first row. We now with these 3 lines of code, we create the text field for the search, which is this. We create the go button with these 3 lines of code, and tell the system that we want to implement the onClick method and launch the search method of this object, and we organize this in a field set. So we build another toolbar here. We build the table. We set which columns do we want to see. We anchor all the fields on the page, and that's it. Within this method, we just set some properties for the fields, setting the labels, the width, the tooltips, or whatever. You can see this is the search method that is being called upon the click on the go button. Within this method, we just get the value of the txt search field and set a where of the DB source, and go to the first row. If we have no results, we just output a warning and reset the where clausel. So in something less than 200 lines of code, we have all the logic to manage this this mask, which is quite complex. So this is a really fast overview of P4A, but maybe you understood how easy it is to create masks, to manage data, and to build stateful applications. So I hope to see you on the forums, on the P4A TV, to download the P4A 3.0, and let's start developing your application. Thank you, and see you soon.